Thinking of studying abroad? Let me tell you about a course that we have going next May intersession. This is an adventure to Northern Europe, to Sweden in particular. I'll be teaching a Northern Temperate Ecology course that will be unlike most courses that are study abroad, in that we will have students from Northern Kentucky University joining students from Sweden, namely Karlstad University in Sweden, which is our sister institution. Consequently, we'll have both professors from Northern Kentucky University, myself, Dr. Richard Durchie, and Dr. Josh Cooper, and we'll have some professors from Karlstad University, including Dr. John Piccolo and Dr. Johan Watts, that are teaching these field activities together. Now, this program will have a full week of instruction at Northern Kentucky University with lectures on the ecology of northern temperate and boreal ecosystems. We'll talk about biomes and climate and physical environment, life on land and life in water, and end the week talking about population and community ecology and even fire ecology. We'll take this time to learn some of the basics before we get on the planes and fly over to Scandinavia. When we're in Sweden, then, our first week is going to be devoted to terrestrial field studies, where we'll spend time jointly with the students from Sweden learning about the forest ecosystem there, doing a succession study, and then a bird niche partitioning study near our camping area. We'll also look at bog dynamics and visit a bog, and we will have a chance with the Swedish students to visit with some biologists and look at career exploration. So we'll meet with foresters, conservation biologists, and land managers, and even learn some about fire ecology. During the weekend between the 2 weeks that we're in Sweden, we'll have a chance to discover Karlstad, Sweden, and the local area, spending time doing canoeing and kayaking, visiting a moose ranch, and even spending some time biking. The second week in Sweden, or our third week in the course, we're going to focus on aquatic field studies. We'll do a stream study looking at the lake outlet effect on a stream, and we'll do a fish biodiversity study. We'll also have further career exploration by visiting with fisheries biologists, aquatic ecologists, and learning about the sport fishing industry. When we conclude our last week in Sweden, then we'll take a day for some tourist activities in Oslo before flying back to the United States. Now, when we fly in, again, like I said, we're going to fly into Oslo, and we'll take a bus from Oslo, which is to the west here in Norway, to Karlstad to the east. It's depicted by the green line on the map. Now, Karlstad sits on top of the largest lake in Sweden, which is Vänern, and it's the third largest lake in Europe. Here's a blow-up of the Karlstad area, and you can see the lake to the south, and to the east will be the camping area of Karlstad, and then to the west is the university. But there's a peninsula that actually extends down into Vänern. When we look at the city, in the upper left here, we can see that there is a river that runs through the city called the Clear River, or Klarälven in Swedish, and that extends into and leads or dumps into the Lake Vänern. But lots and lots of buildings around there. It's an old European city, so lots of old European architecture. In the upper right here, you can see the cabin that we stayed in. It sleeps 4 to 6 people, and there's kitchen facilities. And then lower right, we have one of our previous classes that was there at Karlstads Universitet, which is how you say the University of Karlstad in Swedish. I've got a slideshow that depicts some of the activities and places that we saw and things that we did. So let's take a look at that. is that?
Great.
Yeah?
Just lost half my body.
Do you feel well preserved?
I feel nice and refreshed. That cold dip.
So, the prerequisite for this course is that you've completed the second semester of the introductory biology, Bio 151 with a C or better. Better yet, it would be best if you had completed the general ecology course, which is Bio 304. You'll need to register for the summer intersession in the spring. There's also an application fee of $500 that will be due in early February. And that goes to the Education Abroad program, and they will take care of the payment schedule. They help arrange the logistics for us. The cost for this program will cover transportation to and from Europe and transportation in country, lodging, and some meals. We'll be staying in cabins, and so we'll be doing our own cooking in terms of most of our meals. There's an application form that you need to complete, so you can use this link to get to that access to that application form. And then there's international scholarships to help defray the cost. So if you've got further questions, contact myself, Dr. Richard Durchie, or Michelle Mellish in Education Abroad. Thank you.